What's good, y'all? I wanted to show you guys how at 19 in my mom's house I made $30,000 per month doing growth operating, right? And I'm not here to bullshit, right? I'm going to show you guys in the month of March what we did. It should be some picture here, right here. I don't know. I'm gonna show you. So there should be a proof or whatever, right? I ain't bullshitting. And I want to show you guys, I want to basically walk you guys through how I did it. And I mean, how did I even get into this whole new space of growth operating, right? Since it's such a, not necessarily a new space, but a new term, a new business model for a lot of these beginners getting into business and wanting to become an entrepreneur, you young entrepreneurs. I want to show you guys how I did. So basically, I mean, we can start from the beginning. I mean, I was not a business newbie, right? I did run a SMMA, right? And I did have a client or a couple clients, and it was okay, and it was boring. Shit was boring. You're dealing with 50-year-old dudes who have no fucking clue about technology at all. Service delivery was pretty shit sometimes. I can't lie. Service delivery was also shit because of all this shit that was coming at my way. School being, school is a lot, right? And my job, I'm running a business, and I'm helping businesses. I'm coming to a business, right? Yeah. So I was in an agency, so I already had prior knowledge of how to do things. So I knew how, to go about a business. I knew how to, sit down and do some fucking outreach, right? A lot of you guys, I don't want to do a fucking outreach. I don't know how to do outreach. How do I make a loom? You don't want it. If you're still on the fact on how to do some outreach and you're not going out there, you're probably not going to be successful. I'll be honest with you. I should look at the camera. Yeah, if you don't know how to do outreach, and if you're not innovating and poking your head out, you're going to be fucking broke. All right, or you're gonna be doing some other job. You're not gonna be an entrepreneur. I'll be honest with you. In this time, I lost some of my clients, and it was getting dark, man. The struggles of the agency, I know you guys know. It was getting a little hard in the service delivery. I was losing some clients, and I was just scrolling through TikTok. If you're on money TikTok or business TikTok, whatever you want to call it, and I came across Eddie, right, and he was always talking about, at the time it was high ticket creator and a high ticket operator. And I was interested in both. Honestly, I've always wanted to have some sort of personal brand. And he was talking about his business model of partnering with a creator and somebody who already has an audience. So in a world where I came from, where I'm trying to get an audience, I'm trying to grab an audience, this felt like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like I don't have to go out and market to whole other people. I'm marketing within. I'm juicing out of an audience. So I was like, what? This is amazing. You're monetizing their existing audience and into some info product, right? So, and then he was talking about, some of the skills it entailed, and, obviously all the time you're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, you see these guys talk about these different business models, dropshipping, this and that, third, and it's like, shiny object syndrome. But I already had prior skills, right? And I seen it, and the business model actually seemed tangible, and it made a lot of sense. And that's why I was like, I already have some sort of skills. If I was to apply to it, it makes sense. I definitely think this could make a lot of money. And so, I hopped in a Webby, this, that, or third, filled out a form called a setter, and out of nowhere, this motherfucker Eddie FaceTimes me in Puerto Rico. He has the video. This motherfucker Eddie FaceTimes me, Eddie Cumberbatch, you guys know him, the face of growth operator right now. This motherfucker FaceTimes me in Puerto Rico, and he's like, yo, this, that, the third, it's $3K. I'm like, bro, I got my car payment, this, that, the third, this, that. I'm like, this is like the last of my money. He's like, yeah, this, that, the third, this how much. So I was just like, you know what? I really want to make it in this online business shit. Fuck it. And so I ended up giving him the money. And then, yeah, that's when I started learning about the whole growth operating sphere, right? I realized, the first low-hanging fruit, you can print a lot of money, was fitness offers. It's a very low hanging. It's easy. It's an easy offer to build, and a lot of people are on it. And me personally, I'm a man of, I like to think out the box, especially with entrepreneurship. You have to think out the box. You have to think out the box in order to print money, and that's really what I did. I was one of the first people in my niche, which is why I printed so much, or so early, so quick, and could have made even more. The cat's out the box already. I'm in the clothing brand niche. So yeah, we did clothing brands, and I knew that it was gonna print because it's basically drop shipping, but it's something else. It's in a different package. It's drop shipping in a different package, and I knew it was gonna print. It's make money online. It's a crowd that hasn't been tapped into yet. It was perfect product market fit. I knew it was gonna print. So it was really a blue ocean. I was fucking railing these motherfuckers with looms. Every motherfucker in that fashion niche was getting railed, right? And the reason why I knew this was gonna work as well, because I didn't necessarily want to make a clothing brand, and my SMMA was going to pivot into only clothing brands. So I knew there was hella money in it, and this would be perfect. And I got some fuck yous. There's a big known creator. He made a school, right? And his school is doing shit. I'm not gonna drop no names, but my school's doing way better. Anyway, so I came across my creator. He was very educational, which is perfect. He's a 7-figure clothing brand owner, which is perfect. He already sold to his audience, and I knew he would print. And he's probably one of the top, I'd say the top 5 people inside the niche. And so I outreached to him, and by then my outreach was getting dialed, because as well I met some people on my same level as well, and we were just literally grinding outreach. We got down to the science of it. Like, we were literally just value stacking. So we like grinded outreach. Shout out my boy Nick. He printed too. You're gonna see him very soon. We was just grinding headlines, emails, DM messages, looms, like everything you can think of. We grinded it out, and we kind of mastered it, outreach, right? And so yeah, I hit him up. He responded immediately. He saw my value inside my outreach. Hit me back on email. Took it to IG. He gave me his number. We FaceTime. Signed a contract literally next day, and we started going crazy. And then I also knew this was one of the top 5 creators inside the niche, and I was really, there was another dude that I was going to outreach to. You guys know his name, Caprice. I do not work with Caprice. Caprice ended up doing the same thing. So I was like, who the fuck is in this niche with me? Because I thought I was the only person in this motherfucker. I was like, damn, like this is gonna be crazy, because it's 2 people. Literally, we're the first 2 people. We were the second people to launch. So we were the first 2 people in the niche, right? So we do that. We grind it out, and in the first 28 days, we did 10,000. That was the first 28. So basically, first month we did 10K or 12K, but first 28 days we did 10K, right? Strictly MRR, and I knew it was gonna print. People wanted this educational, or wanted a course out of him. So that shit was chunky, strictly MRR, and me and my creator knew what was on. So we warmed up the audience. We created a great product. We were getting good results. Feeding to the low ticket, and me and my creator, we knew that we were gonna do a high ticket. So finally, the second month, we opened up the high ticket, and I was fucking grinding, sales calls setting every fucking day, doubled the rev. Second month we did 24K second month, and then third month I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go even harder with the high ticket. Then still doubled the rev again. We scaled the low ticket, and then that's when we did 30+K. A big part of the success was we were one of the first people. We were the second people in the niche. I'll say, because I thought outside the box. I found a gap in the market, and I hit at it. I knew it was gonna be a hit. I knew it was gonna print, because it was a gap in the market. I'm not sitting here. People are doing fitness offers everywhere. They're doing this offer. Everybody's doing the same shit. the way it is marketed is any beginner can come in and fucking print ass, which is true. I've seen it, and I'm kind of a product of it. But there's so many skills that go into growth operating that is not marketed. Like, you cannot learn growth operating strictly off of YouTube. It's not possible. I'll be honest with you. It's not possible because you need somebody helping you with they're not going to teach you the knickknacks. And some people might, but like, there's a lot of shit that goes into growth operating. There's optimizing a funnel, copywriting, basic marketing, having a good creator, knowing where to find a good creator. What else? Sales, big one. Sales, knowing how to do sales. There's so much things inside of growth operating that you need to know. Like I said, we're gonna do at least 60, and onboarding a second client. So that's gonna be even more crazy. And I plan to document that whole process when I onboard a second client from start to finish, printing, because my systems are so dialed. It's cracked. I would say my biggest 2 takeaways is, obviously, mentorship is a big thing. I don't want to say mentorship because I'm not selling anything right now. I mean, probably in the future I would, but I'm not selling anything to you guys. So, back then it was fucking 3K. It's probably a lot more. I don't know. But, in Eddie's shit's pretty good. It's really good, actually. I mean, I made a good amount. But yeah, mentorship and getting a group of like-minded people who are actually super fucking obsessed. Like, they have to be obsessed. And that's how really you're going to print. I swear to you have to have people that are obsessed around you, sharing knowledge, just knowledge stacking, and finding a good creator, which I'll teach you guys how to do, right? This is fucking easy, right? Thinking out the box. So that's really what happened. So I found a group of people. I thought outside the box, and was one of the first people in my niche, and I had a good creator. Did I say good creator? And I had, a fucking mastermind, which you guys are going to see as well. His name is Brady. He's the mastermind behind the whole growth operating sphere. Dude is fucking smart as shit. But yeah, so I did that, and that's really how we did 30K in a month. Growth operating at 19 in my mom's house, right? And I'm out.